What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Tower of God, this time with Season 2, Part 2, Episode 5, I believe. I haven't heard great things about this episode, to be honest with you guys. It's apparently a slower one, kind of setting up the next arc, which I don't mind at all, but yeah, just I've been waiting for this episode for a while because it usually comes out a couple hours earlier. So I read some reviews and not a single person has anything nice to say about this episode, which doesn't bode well, but we'll see how it is. Let me know what you guys think about this one though down in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys would like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. So we did see that with the girl at the end of last week. I'm not sure who this girl reminds me of, but she seems awfully familiar. Birdie Banzai. She's wearing both of them. Sorry guys. What was that? I don't even want to rewind and think about what that was, to be honest, actually. Got it on my nose. It's the problem of having a big nose. Intrigue gets in the way of everything you try and drink. Yeah, thank you guys for the information last week about some of the details surrounding, especially Yuri and her passing of the test. I don't know. I feel like if we actually saw more of what she, what happened with her, I would have been asking too many questions. It's just a shame because season 2 so far, it's like I haven't really been looking forward to the episodes, to be honest with you. It just feels like such a downgrade vibe wise. Like obviously the animation has changed and it's not a massive issue. Again, the animation was never god tier or anything. Let's not pretend like the animation was like one of the best things ever in season 1, but it had its own kind of charm. And it was interesting. And the characters were quite interesting. It's not really any of that so far in season 2 for me. Again, it's actually like it almost feels like a bit of a burden watching each episode, to be honest. Can't really say I've loved anything. I liked the Mizuno. I liked his introduction, but even then, that felt so short. And I wish they actually went on exploring Mizuno and such a bit further. That was ages ago. I think I did like the Devil of the Right and Left stuff. Actually, I thought that was pretty cool. I think we still got to explore that a bit as well. Their story. But again, this some really memorable moments from this season, and then I wouldn't be able to list much. But if you ask me about season one, I'd be saying plenty of stuff, especially with like Rachel, Bam, and even the like examiners. I don't want to keep talking about that though. There's no point talking about the kind of past or anything like that. And just gotta hope it gets more, pulls you more into the world. I don't know. Oh, did I turn the sound back on? I did not. Apologies, guys. Yeah, I think that's quite obvious as to why she made that decision. So again, even with her, like, she absolutely battered um what's his fucking name? OG, whatever his name is, wrong guy. Yeah, he just kind of landed in someone's arms and just like was fine. Said thanks. He just got battered across the stage. Just lacks impact. It's just nothing that just makes you go, oh, ooh. Well, it's just like, yeah. Like, this is gonna sound stupid, but it just Like you're just watching these people do stuff. Yeah, Wagner, that's the one. Yeah, it just feels like you're just watching them do stuff without any interest. I don't know. I did have someone call me out on the fact that I compared the game show to Squid Game last week, which I thought was quite funny. They were like saying, I was spreading rumours about this copying Squid Game. It's like, no, I just compared it and I was right to compare. I mean, this is, everything is inspired by something. This show is inspired by something. There's stuff similar to this that came out before. So it's not like Tower of God, it's a completely original concept. Yeah. I was just simply making a pretty obvious observation. I haven't watched Squid Game yet. I'll tell you what I did watch last night, which was quite nuts. Itchy the Killer. It wasn't as sadistic as I thought it would be, but it definitely had a lot of very horrible. Yeah. It was quite the watch. It was quite funny, to be honest. It was much more funny than I thought it would be. Like, the only thing that's keeping me kind of watching the show, honestly, again, I felt like dropping this a few times. Who? I felt like dropping this a few times. The only thing that's really keeping me going is, again, a little bit of hope to perhaps it might get better. But more so, just like hope that season 3 is perhaps by the same studio that done it originally. It's one of the things that's going to keep me going. Definitely a lie. She can't control her fire whatsoever. Is the guy that they just spoke about. Kind of looks like he's out of like Yu-Gi-Oh or something. The 5D is like a dark signer. What is? He's just walking. It's incredible. The guy's walking. mine. Oh, that guy's head got blown off. Again, why don't you make that more impactful? Why was that? Why was that in the corner of the screen? I mean, I know this series isn't like aimed for like horror fans or gore hounds or anything, but like that was cool. I've got to say that was cool. But why is that scene in the fucking corner of the screen like this? Like, come on, put some impact into it. Like, yeah, fuck it. Sorry, guys. It just feels like the effort. I mean, I imagine the staff and the animators and such are putting a lot of effort and thought into this, but whoever's like directing what's being shown and stuff, yes, you can have a shot with him walking off. But why is the main kind of cool shot? One, fucking hardly see what happens here. But why is it in the corner of the fucking screen like that? Come on. It just feels like, whoa. You don't get any of that. Again, I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been kind of like gobsmacked or surprised really like massively or anything like once this whole season. Nothing has made me just go back and like even I don't know. I'm complaining a lot. Apologies. It's kind of hard not to when you get stuff like that because you just know like why have you done that? Again, I know this series isn't majorly gory or anything, but like there was ways of doing that without showing too much. To be honest, I'm not really sure what like age bracket a lot of anime. Like I never really see any kind of age ratings for anime. Do they? I imagine they have age ratings in Japan, but yeah, that's an interesting point. I've never actually seen. I've seen they're called unrestricted. That's not the word for it. Uncensored. That's the one. I've seen anime that has like an uncensored tag, which is an age rating, which is like 18 plus. Yeah, I've never seen like an age rating of like 12 or over for an anime, and a lot of anime you might think are actually aimed towards like young teenagers and stuff are actually very gory and show some pretty brutal stuff. Surprising amount like that, like this. You could very much see this being for people aged between like 10 and like 15. Yeah, again, it just kind of shows someone's head exploding like that. I'll be back. Yeah. Then personal bodyguards. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to these guys. Wow. Actually even worse than I thought. Brilliant. No. Good deal all round, I guess. That guy's fucking smart. Well, this is not what I expected to happen to them, but I knew these guys were getting blown away. What is the point of this? This feels like such a nothing test. Are we learning anything from this? I mean, we know everybody we care about is going through. Some one of those kind of that's an issue with shonen and stuff in general. Again, I know this isn't actually like Japanese origin, but like look, I mean that's why I love like Hunter and stuff. They're actually quite unexpected a lot in terms of like outcomes and so on. You never really know what's going to happen. Whereas again, with a lot of shonen, you just kind of know, oh, my main character's surviving no matter what. These important side characters are going to be surviving no matter what, and passing, and going through, and going to be seeing more of them because it would be unpopular if they didn't. And yeah, it just makes things again. That also makes things lack impact because there's not really any things at stake. Like, there should be things at stake. It just feels like there's not. Why again, season 1 had some great moments with Rachel and like Trey and Bam and stuff like that was shocking. That was like holy crap. That did have that real impact. I'm seeing that. Kind of makes that moment worse that the impact it had is what we've now seen in season 2, which has not been great. Again, apologies that I've been complaining all episode. Bandage guy. He's got blood and tear under there, so is that, do you reckon that is Mazuno? Hiding himself or something perhaps? Like we see a little glimpse of the back of his hair there. I don't think that's him, but it could be. Thank God. Again, this just felt like such a nothing. Anak. Anak and Kun. Wow, that was an episode, wasn't it? I guess all the reviews I kind of saw were correct. Again, it just felt like nothing. What was the point of this? Learned nothing. Nothing's been impacted massively. And again, maybe that's not even an anime kind of issue. Maybe that's just a story issue. Again, I've not been a massive fan of where the story's gone from season 1. Like I said, it almost makes some of those really shocking moments from season 1 actually have a little less impact considering they lead to this rather than maybe that's my fault for having different expectations of where the story would go perhaps, but it just doesn't feel like the same. We're in the same setting, we've got a lot of the same characters, but it just doesn't feel like the same vibe of season 1. Like, where's the ominous kind of rabbit guy? That guy, like, he done a lot in terms of setting up the tone of tone, a little bit of a scary kind of nature of the tower, and like things like that. Nowhere to be seen, just little things. I don't know. Even like seeing the examiner's perspective of things, we hardly see that anymore. That was really interesting. this again. It's kind of a struggle for me to watch this every week. Again, the thing that makes me continue is some kind of hope that it will have a little bit of the tone of season 1. And again, hopefully, hopefully I finish this, never watch this season again, and hopefully season 3 again will be much more like season 1. Again, I wonder if you guys are source material readers. Can you let me know if you guys felt in the kind of source material if there was a bit of a drop off from the content from season 1 to season 2? Because I feel like in general that even if this was like a god tier kind of anime production, I still feel like there would be a kind of drop off story wise, but again, I could be totally wrong about that. Maybe they've missed out a few things adaptation wise, and like I said, in season 1 there was plenty of like little details and such that really added to the kind of atmosphere and the kind of mysteriousness of the tower and such, where there really isn't too much of that. Again, it just kind of feels like this episode we just redone stuff we've seen before. Just a test of people fighting. That the job is to literally walk and put a pole in the ground, and that was as interesting as it sounds. There wasn't any standout fights, any standout character moments. Like, man, yeah. Hopefully next week's better. Let me know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy. Again, probably not because I was complaining the whole time, so apologies. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with these reactions. Thank you guys again for watching, and have a good rest of your day.